Muy buenas, pequeños cadáveres. Vamos a empezar Vampire. Así que si os gustan los vampiros, pues nos lo podremos pasar de puta madre. Así que vamos. He configurado todo. Esto es, bueno, la pantalla de inicio. Como siempre, no sé nada del juego. Lo único, me ha contado un par de detalles un amigo, pero nada de la trama. Simplemente, bueno, de qué va un poco. Este lo voy a borrar. Gracias. Y vamos a empezar la partida. En este juego la dificultad está asociada a tus acciones. Vale. Hostia. Un segundo. No. Que no quiero. A ver, un segundo, ¿eh? No. ¿Me va a salir? Y vamos a empezar otra vez. Lo que no quiero es que salga algo raro. Que encima no se escuche por los auriculares. Nada más faltaría. De todas formas, voy a ver. Jugarla otra vez. Una partida. Cuanto más avanzas. Hostia, no me ha dado tiempo a.
12
Ahora
dreams
sí.
for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails
Perdón,
piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
Oh. Vale.
Death. Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment, a righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars. They were all so wrong. Death is not a wicked thing. nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss. Awaken from the harshness and be born once more.
Vale. Por lo que hemos podido ver, nos han mordido y nos han dado por muertos. Vale, supongo que este soy yo. Y estoy hecho mierda. Veo rojo. Y supongo que tengo que seguir el rastro de sangre. Hola, señora. Creo que está un poco... Oh, oh. ¿Es tu mujer? Sí. Y la acabas de joder.
My sweet brother. What have you done?
Mary! Oh, no! Mary! Hold on! Please, hold on! Oh, God. Oh, no. Mary. Mary. No.
Ah, la hermana. ¡No! Drama. Como no la conozco, me da igual.
This horror. It's a nightmare. No! Please, a moment, let me explain!
¡Au! Qué puntería, ¿no? Tiene el cabrón. Oye. A ver, mierda, tengo que ir.
After me.
Corre. Al otro lado. A ver, por aquí no hay nada. Este movimiento de... para correr es un poco...
No, don't shoot.
es un poco ortopédico. Pero bueno.
I need to get out of here.
Baja la sensibilidad del
This
ratón.
can't be happening.
Sí, sí que puede estar pasando, créeme.
No,
Ow.
please, stop. I mean you no harm.
Pero dejad de dispararme, por favor.
What's going on?
¿Qué pasa? Que te están disparando y tienes que huir.
Oh, Mary.
What have I done? What's all this about?
¿Qué es esto? Oh, un cuchillo. Esa energía la esquivar y no sé qué.
Now, I can defend myself.
Joder, y tanto.
Who are you? Stay
Au.
back! Sorry, but you left me no choice.
Bueno. Si él lo dice, ¿por qué no?
Who are you? Stupid beast!
¡Au! Venga,
Sorry.
lo siento. No hay nada más. Uf, qué calor. Qué calor tiene que hacer aquí. ¿No hay nada? Bueno. Oh, como...
No, please, stop!
Au.
Who are you? What do you want?
Vale.
I mean you no harm. I need help. Die, you fucking leech! Please, listen to me. I can't make any sense of this. Shut up, beast! Who are you? What is this all about? What in God's name? I'll do the rest of the job. Just leave me. The sun. It feels like it's burning me to the bone.
Reducen tu nivel máximo de salud. Qué bien. Bueno, es un vampiro, así que tiene que pasar sí o sí.
I need to find somewhere to hide. Let me go!
Oh, oh.
I need to find shelter.
Necesito encontrar qué. Entremos aquí.
Is anybody there? What is this place? The place seems abandoned. I should be safe enough here.
Supongo... ¿Qué es esto? Un señor y una señora. Ah,
Brother, what have you done?
Mary! Mary! Mary, I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us, I will find them.
vale.
I can almost feel the sun's rays like a physical weight pressing against the wood.
¿En serio? LOL. Oh, aquí parece que hay algo. Chelines. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Un cadáver? Pero... Esta es un poco fea. Tienes un poco de maquillaje en tu cara.
Wait, this one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Gold watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it and share the takings. I suppose we are undertakers. Now, give him an Eve. That's impossible.
En realidad, lo que ha dicho es que son enterradores, pero... Pero vale, traducción mala. O ladrón de tumbas. Pero lo que ha salido traducido no... Como que no. A ver, lo del espejo no se tiene que ver, se supone.
Dreams for the Red Queen that sleeps under crown stone, that she might linger longer, her eyes as white as gold.
Who goes there?
A prayer summoned by warrior song. A child born from darkness must take scent of his path.
Who's there? Are you referring to me? No! No! I still have so much to accomplish. I still have so much left that needs doing.
5 chelines más. ¿Y este? ¿Se ha volado la cabeza? Ah, es el ladrón. Tú ya no la necesitas. Sé que me la quedaré yo. ¿Te parece?
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now! No. There's time. I can save him. That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital! Done. He'll live. And now what? We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing.
Vale. La traducción es horrible. Pero bueno.
No, it never got easy.
Detalles. Nivel 2. Ah, que tiene niveles y todo. Armas de fuego. Hostia, pero si hay un montón de cosas. Salud. Menú de ciudadano. Uy, hay muchas cosas. 15 de octubre, no he dormido bien. Becky ha estado tosiendo toda la noche y la fiebre la ha hecho delirar. Por la mañana he oído un ruido muy fuerte. Es una máquina muy grande que ha traído a la orilla para hacer un agujero enorme en el suelo. Una especie de pala mecánica. Podría acercarme a pedirles trabajo. Becky necesita medicamentos. 16 de octubre. Hablé con los hombres de la pala mecánica. Me dijeron que estaban excavando fosas comunes por todo Londres. Medidas de seguridad, al parecer. Se trata de una nueva epidemia. Un nuevo brote de gripe. No me dieron trabajo. Estoy leyendo fatal. Becky logró dormir un poco anoche. La fundición lleva un tiempo cerrada. No hay más trabajos en las inmediaciones. 19 de octubre, 3 días después. Fui a Londres en busca de medicinas y comida. Los trenes no funcionaban. Tardé todo el día en cruzar el Támesis y regresar. Becky tenía mejor aspecto. Le preparé una sopa y se la tomó. No encontré medicamentos. Estas son unas cuantas jeringas, y varias pastillas para dormir en el mercado negro. No nos queda dinero. Quizás me pase mañana por el hospital Pembroke, pero está demasiado lejos y no quiero dejar tanto tiempo sola a mi mujer. Pero quiero bajar. Ahora. Vicky devolvió la comida ahora después de comer. Está tan débil que me entran ganas de llorar. Dice que escucha voces de noche en el exterior. Dice que quiere comer carne. ¿Y de dónde saco yo la carne? Mañana montaré una barricada en la casa para protegernos de los asaltantes. El 21 de octubre, los hombres de la pala mecánica han dejado de excavar la fosa común. Anoche oí disparos, como si alguien estuviese atacando. Ya solo quedan unos cuantos barcos que lanzan cuerpos al agujero día y noche. El hedor es insoportable. Deberíamos haber dejado la casa hace una semana, pero Becky... Ella no quiere marcharse. Prefiero morirme, dijo con una desagradable sonrisa. ¿Por qué no me tortura de este modo? 22 de octubre. Becky acaba de atacarme. Saltó sobre mí desde las escaleras e intentó morderme. Tuve que darle una bofetada y me la devolvió. Subí las escaleras y me encerré en mi habitación. La pude oír llorar. Me escondí en la planta de abajo. Saqué la pistola que escondía en el techo desde la guerra para proteger la casa, y ahora puede que tenga que usarla para protegerme de mi propia esposa. 23 de octubre. No dormió nada. Becky se pasó toda la noche arañando la puerta, suplicando ayuda, rogándome que la dejara entrar, pero estaba demasiado asustado. Ahora tan solo deseo que muere. Cuanto antes mejor. Le rogaré a Dios que sea rápido. 24 de octubre. Tenía tanta hambre que intenté bajar esta mañana. Becky estaba sentada en el sillón junto a la chimenea. Jadeaba como un perro, mirándome sin mover un músculo, con sus ojos siguiendo mis movimientos por toda la habitación. Apunté con mi arma hacia su resentido rostro, pero no reaccionó. No pude apretar el gatillo. Me volví a mi habitación. 25 de octubre. La casa está en silencio como una tumba. Se acabaron los ruidos. Becky ya está muerta. Perdóname, mi amor. No fui capaz de salvarte. Pronto volveremos a estar juntos. Vale. Pobrecico. Tuvo que matar a su mujer. Pobre. Y supongo que habrá algo aquí que me ayude a... ¿O no? ¿O es una misión secundaria esto? Una botella de alcohol.
The sun is high. I cannot leave now.
¿Y dónde voy? A ver. Ah, vale. Tengo que dormir.
This makes no sense. None of it. No sense at all. It's a nightmare. That's it. So be it. Rational thinking only.
Nah, que me tengo que disparar. Qué bien. Cuesta, ¿eh? Aunque sea... de aquí a la eternidad. Vampire. ¡Qué bien! ¿Mueres? O sea, te muerde un vampiro. Mueres. Te tiran a una fosa. Vives. Tu hermana te encuentra, la muerdes. Y Tu pensamiento racional es matarte. Ah. En vez de tirarte al sol, que bueno. Ya sabes que te hace daño.
This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
As it is, as mad as the moon, contains blinding sunlight into a glowing flesh.
Descansar en escondites te permite evolucionar. Utiliza puntos de experiencia para subir el nivel y mejorar tus habilidades de vampiro. Para empezar, selecciona la habilidad de autofagia. Drenas tu propia sangre para curar el daño normal y agravado al instante. Vale. No, vale, que lo tengo que usar así. Vale. Entiendo. Y esto está bloqueado. Desgarrón. Un golpe a corta distancia capaz de desgarrar las carnes de las criaturas vivas delante de ti. Arrojas una flecha hecha de sangre capaz de ensartar a los enemigos que hay enfrente de ti. Niebla sombría. Puedes lanzar una nube de sombras a los pies del objetivo o a los tuyos. La nube explota tras un breve periodo de tiempo e inflige un gran daño. Hombre. Esto siempre está bien. Vale. Y esta me gustaría. Ah, no puedo. Confirmar. A ver, es lo básico. Para no tener que depender de armas. Digo yo.
That voice in my head. If I'm not mad, then it must belong to the one who made me what I am. I must find him to understand what I have become.
Me tengo que enfrentar a mi creador. Sed eterna. Hola. La mujer no está.
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Creo que la señora está por aquí.
Here's the leech. Here!
¿Qué cojones?
My head's spinning.
Oi! Come out, you coward!
It's locked. It's locked, all right.
Otra vez. ¿Está acá? Puedes usar... Vale.
I'm still in Southwark. I must reach the West End. Go back home.
Hostia. Pueden morder a los enemigos aturdidos.
Die, vermin! There's one of them vermin!
¡Qué hambre!
There's a strength I never knew I had.
Desencadenar habilidad vampírica.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
This shouldn't be possible.
Vamos.
Every sinew, every fiber of my being is
Bastard!
No, entiendo.
I feel like a child learning the limits of my body.
Hostia. Vamos.
My strength, my reflexes. I'm not human anymore.
Chelines y balas de plomo. Ah. Vale, pero voy consumiendo sangre. Entiendo. Soldestito estable. Creo que necesitaría curarme. Creo, ¿Esto qué es? Tu país y tu rey te necesitan. Una de las filas británicas y defiende el frente como un valiente. ¡Ja!
My poor sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you. For what happened to us. It's locked. I have this thirst for blood. I can't believe I'm doing this.
¡Qué bien! Te puedes alimentar de animalitos.
It's locked, all right.
Siempre será mejor que de personas, supongo. Me encanta.
The dizziness from the jump. I can now control it. I cannot enter.
5 chelines.
It's locked. I cannot enter.
Veamos.
This is despicable.
Cállate, hombre. Se está en quejica. Es sangre. Para ti y para tu body. Siempre será bonito.
What will London have to say to me?
Pues te dirá que
It's locked.
eres un vampiro.
I have so many questions unanswered.
¿De verdad? No me digas. No, chelines. Estable, Es...
Another corpse. Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum?
Me ha comido toda la espalda. Clac, clac.
The man has been drained of all blood. but I can still smell the scent of it. I follow the scent's trail. Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant.
Vale, pero un momento. Déjame ir por aquí. Que nunca está de más mirar más allá. Esquirla de aluminio, grasa.
Fresh blood. The smell is so strong. I cannot enter.
Vale. Es que quiero ver qué
There
hay.
is no one in sight.
¿Ah? Quiero ver si hay algo así que pueda... ¿No? Bueno. Perdón. Perdón, es que me gusta investigar. ¿No? Vale.
Where has everyone gone?
Eso digo yo. ¿Dónde ha ido todo el mundo?
According to the blood patterns, that's where the victim was attacked. So that must be the killer's trail.
Oh, un segundo. ¡Qué hambre! Hala, toma por culo. Aluminio en polvo. Un escondite disponible en el distrito. Comprueba el mapa para localizarlo. Escondite. Puedes descansar para fabricar objetos en un escondite disponible. Reponer todo. A ver. Trabajo, puedes fabricar tratamientos para curar a los ciudadanos enfermos. Suerte para recibir un impulso. Pieza de mejora de arma para potenciar y personalizar tus armas. Esto mola un montón. Grasa y tornillo. Corriente, pieza de gatillo corriente, 4 muelles. Hostia, como mola, ¿no? Es que el aluminio... Hay polvo. ¿Y esto? Aluminio en polvo. Reloj. Son objetos reciclables esto. Pero creo que ya lo haré en otro momento. Pieza. A ver. Ah, no. Sí, pero necesito otras. Vale. Debe farmear. Sin embargo, voy a descansar para ver si puedo subir de nivel. Sangre, capacidad. Hombre. Aumenta la absorción de sangre en combate. Vale. Aumenta un 10% de sangre. esto no lo puedo usar. Jolines. 300, 300, 300, jolines. Vale. La noche siguiente. Esta es bloqueada, ¿qué es esto? Círculo social, no hay relación. O sea, ¿qué? Ajá. No sé qué ha venido hasta aquí. Hostia, pero si hay un montón.
At last, a little life.
Welcome, sir, to the Turquoise Turtle.
Hola, tabernero. ¿Qué tal?
My God, sir, you look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. I'm not thirsty.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
¿Por qué? ¿Por qué lo dices?
Why is it going to be a long night?
You must be new around here. Don't you know about the murders?
Tell me more about these murders.
Every morning for the last few weeks, bodies have been found. And those poor sods didn't die of flu.
Vale.
Do the police have any leads on a suspect?
Even before the outbreak, coppers never came round here. We're on our own. People die in these parts all the time, and no one cares.
Ajá. ¿Y qué es este
Where
lugar?
am I? Where is this place?
You're at my bar, sir, the Turquoise Turtle. The last ray of light in this dangerous part of town.
¿Y abre toda la noche?
So you're open all night?
Yep. Figured people might need a place to rest in these dark times.
Aren't you scared?
Scared of what? All the bad shit happens out on the foggy streets. And I never go outside.
Oh.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
Oh.
Who is this man? What does he look like?
Well, like a gentleman, I guess. Well-dressed, quite polite. A professor or something fancy like that. Always writing, reading notes.
Ajá.
Who is this?
Well, like a gentleman, I guess.
How long has he been here?
He rented the room a few days ago and didn't say when he'd leave.
Vale.
I need to meet this man. I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And, sir,
Yes?
no funny business. You hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
Oh, sí.
I hope I live long enough to
Tranquilo.
get what's coming to them.
Experiencia con sangre 2500. Círculo social. Pista desbloqueada. Bueno. Hablemos con los demás.
It's a good thing you cannot see.
Good evening, sir.
Buenas.
I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes. I apologize for my outfit. It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
¿Ha entrado alguien
Has
en el bar?
anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that gorgeous bottle, see?
This is important, sir. Are you sure no one has come in here in the last few hours?
I don't know and I don't care. This is a free country. People still have the right to come and go, don't they?
Pues sí.
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
¿Quién es
Who
el...?
is this sewer dog?
It's the local bogeyman. Convenient answer for every crime that happened for decades. You murdered someone, blame the sewer dog, eh?
Oh, vaya.
You make it sound like it's a fairy tale.
People will always believe in monsters. It's easier than accepting their own darkness. We can all be monsters.
Eso es verdad. Gracias.
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
No. Agotamiento.
I hope I live long enough to see them wet.
Tiene alcohol en la sangre.
Get what's coming to them.
O sea... todavía me lío con los controles. Disculpe, señorita.
Hello, sir. Are you all right? Is there any way I can help you?
I don't know. Maybe you could just talk to me.
Maybe you prefer to speak with Tom then. He's more agreeable talking to strangers.
What's going on around here? Where is everyone?
Too many dead, sir. First the epidemic, now all these terrible murders.
The murders. What can you say about them?
Bodies found in the streets every morning. Drained of blood. It's just horrible. Some say the sewer dog is back.
The sewer dog? What's that?
No one knows. People have always disappeared around these parts. The ancients say it's the sewer dog coming out to feed. But now he's killing in the streets.
What have you heard about the epidemic?
There's a Spanish flu. Yeah.
Ah.
Killed so many last summer. Thought we'd seen the last of it. Dozens dying every week.
Are the authorities doing anything?
Nothing. There are so many quarantine zones in London now. It's gotten really hard to travel across town.
What is this place?
This is Tom's bar.
Joder.
Turquoise
Qué
Turtle.
desesperación.
I'm the barmaid here, Sabrina, if you want to know.
Oh, gracias.
Are you always open this late at night?
No, it's only since the epidemic started. Tom thought that people may need a safe place to stay.
You don't seem to have much business. Where is everybody?
Well, most people are sleeping right now. And those that are awake tend to avoid going out. What with the murders and all.
I just want to talk. I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm not afraid, sir. It's just I've other customers to take care of.
I only see one customer.
Oh. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I best check on them.
I'll leave then. Thank you.
Está sana, pero... bueno.
There's gotta be something can be done to get out of this bullshit mess. No.
¿No hay nadie?
I think I'm losing my mind. I should just run as far away from this place as I can.
Sano. Bueno, estos son dos. Tom Watts y Sabrina Cavendish. Y este es Dyson. Vale.
It's locked, all right.
Pues vamos a hablar con el señor de arriba. Y a ver qué pasa.
Are they stupid or something?
This is no place for you. Prewen has several patrols roaming the area,
They do not pursue me.
but they're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require...
I think someone is eavesdropping.
Thieves, sir. You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Slowly, vampire. Who are you?
I mean you no harm.
Saith the vampire. Present yourself.
I need a word.
Épico.
Well, that's something I can do for you.
Había otra persona aquí.
And who might you be?
$6.000, loco. Usted
Tell me.
primero.
Who are you?
First, tell me what you want. Then I may tell you.
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
I've been hunted down in the streets and attacked. I'm a victim here too.
I believe you.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I'm performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
Ajá.
And what exactly is this Brotherhood?
Sir, if the name is not familiar to you, then we shall discuss it another time.
Vale.
What have you uncovered concerning the murders?
It started a few nights ago. Rumors of violent murders. The docks have always been, shall we say, somewhat unsavory. But this is different.
How different?
A vampire is at work here. Famished. Reckless. It must be brought to ground, and quickly.
I heard another voice, that of a woman. Who were you talking to?
Ridiculous. I've no idea what you're talking about.
Something tells me not to trust you.
Then the feeling is mutual.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor. That explains a great deal. We are both chasing the same shadow.
Aquí hay varios sitios. Vale. Sí.
A shadow, indeed. Yet I heard his voice in my head. There was a moment I believed I was mad.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
I will at last have the answers to my questions.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
vamos a desvalijarlo. Doctor...
Would you be so kind as to leave the room?
Perdón.
It's locked. If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight. Someone must know something.
Are they stupid or something? I've never even been to
Esta
India.
parecía bastante sospechosa.
Evening, sir. Can I help you?
I have a few questions for you.
Well, if you must.
Dígame la
I
verdad.
spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth? What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight, and I don't think Tom wants to tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please tell me what's going on.
It's Will. William Bishop. He came in here earlier tonight and he... Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
¿Qué ha pasado?
What happened tonight?
He was dead drunk as usual. But my God, his eyes, his face. He must have caught something awful. He shouted and cried. It was terrible.
Why are you so afraid?
I mean, his skin, his hands. I scrubbed every glass and every chair that he touched. God, I hope it's not contagious.
Vale.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the cannon factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really. He's never been violent. Until tonight.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, well... Will started to get very aggressive.
I see. Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
Pista Tom Watts. Vampiros necesitan sangre humana para evolucionar. La barra de calidad de sangre indica la cantidad de experiencia que recibirás al alimentarte de un ciudadano. Las pistas que hayas descubierto aumentarán la cantidad de experiencia. Entiendo. Vale. Entonces, señor Tom, tengo que hablar con
Welcome
usted.
back. Did you find what you were after?
I can't say I have. Are you sure no one else came into your bar before I arrived?
Hey, I told you, you were the only other stranger I've had.
Obligar a un ciudadano a revelar cierta información al descubrir pista. Mensaje azul.
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
¿Por qué miente?
Why lie to me if he is not your friend?
I didn't lie. I said you were my only unannounced customer, and that's the truth.
Vale, ¿y quién es?
Who is he?
William, just an old sailor who loves his gin too much. He worked for years at the canning factory before it closed.
¿Y es peligroso?
Is he dangerous?
Yeah, like many drunks, he's all bark and no bite. He can barely stand up most of the time.
¿Cómo
How
estaba
was he
esta
tonight?
noche?
Was he different?
Sicker than usual, perhaps. He whined and mumbled about how mean people were to him and how he'd like to talk to me outside, and then he left when I refused.
Entonces está fuera.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What'd you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
Vale. Entonces, esto es un juego de descubrir pistas y que esas pistas me lleven a el sitio
I will get
que
to the bottom
necesito.
of this intrigue. What's been done to me, to this city?
Según esto, aquí en el norte tiene que haber un señor. Aquí está. Oh,
The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood.
mierda, lo han asesinado. Hay que examinar el bote.
Blood and empty gin bottles. This bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker.
Mucho mejor que llegar y... Bueno, examinar
This
indumentaria.
man was armed. He tried to defend himself.
Vale, mejor desde más fuera hacia adentro, porque si no, luego pasan cosas. Vamos a ver las
This
heridas.
corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim.
Vale, y la
What's
nota.
this? Some sort of note.
Órdenes. Asunto múltiple de G. Maculum. Patrulla de los mueve. Múltiples muertes en la región de los muelles. Creemos que podría estar involucrado un maldito chupasangre. Localizada a la bestia, acabad con ella rápido. Atención, según los últimos informes se trata de un vampiro muy violento. Aproximaos con máxima precaución. Sé que nos faltan hombres en esta parte de la ciudad, pero no enviéis novatos a investigar el asunto. Si no me equivoco, tenemos un asesinato cada noche. Como siempre, buscad primero los lugares abandonados como casas antiguas, sótanos, alcantarillas o almacenes. Destruir el chupasangre, hermanos. Vale.
These men, they're a company of professional vampire hunters. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
Sí, allí. Vale. Pues vamos. Ajá. Artillero, ¿eh? Matón. Y cazador. Toma. Más de largo alcance. Vete para...
Ammunition crate. Good. I may need a lot of bullets. I feel like I'm back on the front line again.
Please, sir. Can't let you through. The man says a bloodsucker's that get here. You've got one job, and that's to find him. It's fair enough, Tom. Last warning, sir! Why do they hide where it's so damn cold?
It's locked, all right.
Esquirlas de aluminio. Vale. Placa de plomo. Chelines. ¿Hay algo más? No, ¿verdad? Supongo que el sentido de vampiro solamente me da para estos. Los enemigos serán más resistentes a ciertos tipos de daño. Existen 4 tipos de resistencias: física, cuerpo a cuerpo, largo alcance, poder, sangre, sombría. El color naranja indica una resistencia media. El color rojo indica una resistencia alta. Vale. Au. Vamos. Ya está. Vale.
That's this nest of them cleaned out. Leech spotted! Watch out! Fucking fast!
Vamos.
I'll take its head! No!
Venga. No es muy complicado, la verdad. Oh. Más sangre. De momento, ¿eh? Luego seguro que se hace mucho más difícil. Pero oye. ¿No? Me toque bien. A ver. Perdón. ¿Qué es esto? Es que era aluminio. Vale. Aquí hay algo. Aparte de esto. De nada. A ver, un momento. Quiero ver el control. No. Aquí. ¿Cómo es para atacar en silencio? Revisión médica. Formación médica. Interacción, vale. Supongo que... Uy. Vale, pues no me deja. Bueno, muere. Lo siento, chico. ¿Qué quieres que te diga? Vamos. Aquí no hay nada. Vale. Poderes vampíricos activados. Ah, ratas. ¡Qué hambre! Ricas ratas. Bueno, estoy a tope de sangre. ¿Verdad? Ah, no. Ahora sí. Yo creo que... No, no te las puedes comer igual. Vale. Pues esto está cerrado. Así que puente. ¿Y qué hay aquí? Un escondite, ¿eh? ¿Y este? Puñadera corriente, placa de plomo. Y el trabajito. Vale. A ver si puedo mejorar algo. Ajá. Jejeje. Nivel 2. Y el resto no lo puedo subir. Bueno. ¿Y esto? Tampoco. Bueno. Como de momento solamente estoy matando humanos. Oh. Ah, no. Esto nada. ¿Y esto? Chelines. Con 400... Ah, sí, puedo subir algo. Espérate. Veamos qué puedo subir. Mordedura. Mental daño. Creo que voy a subirme a salud. ¿O no? Espérate. Defensivas. Paraliza la sangre de las venas, dejándolo expuesto. Barrera de sangre. Hostia, absorción de sangre aumentada. Esto me gusta más. 400. Ya no me da para nada. No. Confirmar. Vamos. Duerme un ratito. Y venga. A seguir mordiendo señores. Vámonos. Continuamos con la investigación. Hostia, ¿vuelven a estar? No jodas. Bueno. No importa.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
Una barra de plomo. ¿Necesitas beber? ¿Qué es esto? Guadaña. Arma de humanos.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
I must have more. Oh dear God, not again. William, please stop. Just a sip.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
Oh, William Bishop. Me cago en Dios. Creo que... ¡Toma ya! ¡Qué hambre! Ahora sí. Me lo quito más con la espada. Bueno, con la espada, con el machete. William, please. A ver, déjame recuperarme. Uy. Vamos. Tranquilo, relájate. Se me ha hecho poquita. Clava osada. Señor, ¿está bien? Vamos a ver si... No hay nada que coger, vale. Hablemos con el señor.
William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
¿Qué cojones?
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by skull?
Eso.
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you... like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
Ah. Sí, pero no me han dado respuestas, hija de puta. Así que... no sé. Explícame un poco, ¿no? Ah, vaya el doctor.
Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
Es muy inglés este señor.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed this drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
Vale.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Vale. Pues vamos. Total, aquí ya no puedo hacer nada más. Con la primera luz del quinto día remamos. Vale. Ese es el nombre del logro. Así que vámonos. Hablaré con el señor este. ¿Cómo se llamaba este señor? Tom, no.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... what manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy.
Ah.
Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it! I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again, from a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
And for that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Vale. Pues soy el
Dr.
Dr. Reed.
Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Dale, venga. Está Lunky. Es muy majo, pero... Uf. Ahí está... Está al hospital... Vale. Detalles... No tengo vistas. Scal, necesidad de sangre... cuántos secretos. Vale. Joder.
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the secret of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Para poder beberte la sangre de tu presa tendrás que cautivar primero para apartarla de miradas indiscretas. Tu nivel de cautivar debe ser igual o mayor que la resistencia del ciudadano. Pulsa Q para cautivar a Clay.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. dance with him the dance of life and death.
Ah, por aquí. Sentenciar para liberar. Sentenciar a tener esposo de XP, pero tendrá consecuencias. Tener información sobre...
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
¿Pero este quién es? Clay Fox y ya está. Si no lo necesito. De momento. Veamos qué hay por aquí. Más muelles.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go, but no famished hunter can run for long.
Vale. Me parece muy bien. Muy bonito. Pero quiero dejarlo ir. Aluminio en polvo. Vale. Estoy en el hospital. Y aquí tiene que haber de todo. Un poco. Este ni siquiera me sale con vida. Sí, vale, un momento. Vale, voy. Hola, señora.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
Gracias, maja.
I would like to ask a few questions first.
¿Cómo está, señor
And
Hampton?
Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
Y ya está. Es muy seca, ¿no?
If you could...
Second floor.
Thank you, Nurse.
Venga, gracias. Nos vemos. ¿Qué pone aquí? O sea, la gripe de este hospital no admite más pacientes. Está completa. Vuelva a casa, por favor. Oh, Dios mío. Desconocidos, ¿eh? Hola.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
Enemigo invisible.
An invisible enemy. Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
Vaya.
I'm not
El
familiar
equipo.
with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Ajá.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Vale. Pistas requeridas.
Goodbye,
Vale.
nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Vale, es usted muy maja. Hola, doctor.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
Oh.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Vale.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Joder. No vean, ¿no? Ahí hay rollo.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
Do you need any medical assistance yourself, Doctor?
Come on, don't be ridiculous, dear colleague.
Vale. Está agotado.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No, we must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more, unto the breach.
Nurse
Enfermera
Brannigan is
Brannigan
worried
está
about
preocupada.
She should not have told you that. I will have a word with her.
You don't have to blame her for her honesty.
I'm not that kind of man, my dear Jonathan. Actually, Nurse Brannigan's opinion is the only one I may listen to.
What can you tell me?
Some are really good.
Sí, esto ya hemos hablado de esto. No me da más. Bueno,
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
vámonos. Y la señora Brannigan, que está por en algún lado. Hostia, pero si aquí hay un montón de gente. ¿Aquí? Brannigan.
Good
Ahí va.
evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Why does Dr. Tippett claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett doesn't think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Goodbye,
Vale.
nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
¿Y usted? ¿Quién es?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Vale. R. F. ¿Cómo está la
How is the
situación por aquí?
situation around
A ver qué
You
opina.
want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
Ajá.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
Joder.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing here. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital. That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Vale.
Do you need any medical help, Milton?
I'm fine, Doc. Physically, at least. But I would give everything to be in a better place right now.
I'd like to see
A ver
your
qué
goods.
qué
Wise
podemos.
choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
A ver qué necesitamos. Con el dinero. Escopeta de Milton. En realidad no necesito nada. Desconocido. Uf. Cuánta gente.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
With you on our side, Dr. Reed, I know that Pembroke will prevail and survive this epidemic.
No tosa en público. Prevenga esta enfermedad. Escupir, estornudar o toser ayuda a propagar la gripe. Los fluidos nasales o guturales promueven el contagio. No tosa en público. Vaya. Señora.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Se le va la pinza.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul. Or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
Hombre, pues un poco sí.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
¿Y quiénes son sus enemigos?
Enemies you mentioned.
¿Eh?
Can you describe them?
¿Quiénes son?
I can't
Mata.
say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
Vale. Díganme.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
No, it was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
I have no need for your medicine, Dr. Reed. Blood is the only drug I need.
Y necesito más
I'll leave
pistas.
you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Bueno, es muy maja. No diremos que no. Oli.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
Uh-huh.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Ajá. ¿Quién lo está
Who
tratando?
is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Soldier, do you need assistance?
I'm fine. Just do something for this pain, will you? That's all I'm asking.
Está sano.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
How close are you to Miss Horcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of my blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It seems much more fun than the real one.
Vaya.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Está sano. Hampton. Hi,
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Horcroft.
Sí.
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
Yeah, corrupción.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
¿Por qué nadie habla mal de nadie? Esto no es real, esto no es
What is the
real,
general situation
realista.
in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the Dockers Trade Union. The Wet Boot Boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
Bueno, por lo menos son majos.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks, and I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
Oh. Bueno.
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really, but I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke? Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
Vaya. ¿Y cómo se encuentra?
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel empty.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest. And then I can go back to the people who need me.
Me da a mí que este se va a convertir en vampiro.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
Fear and disgust.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Empezamos.
Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood? Why him?
I'm not sure, Doctor. I think we have a bond of some sort. We've both suffered so much. He's the only mortal I find interesting.
Uh-huh.
Would you say you and Mr. Elwood are romantically involved?
No. No, Thomas is a delicate soul. Even though he disguises it. But I am not the woman he needs. No, for I am a vampire, Doctor.
Do you plan to make him a vampire too?
Of course not. How could I inflict my curse on anybody else? I'm not that cruel, Doctor.
Vale.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
I wish I could be sick again. The pain. My blood boil with the fever. Here again.
Veamos quién más hay por aquí. Dorothy y desconocido. Hola, Dorothy.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
No.
Thank you,
ya he hablado con usted. A Dorothy. Creo que tenía un secreto contigo.
Good evening, sir.
O sea, una
I'm
pista.
Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed, yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
¿Tiene algún
If you
problema
have a
conmigo?
problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
Joder.
Aren't you too old for such jealousy? It really won't do you any good, you know.
Don't be ridiculous, Dr. Reed. A simple glance is enough for me to know you have nothing for me to envy.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
Por lo tanto...
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
This is ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd. I don't know...
I don't question yours.
And what exactly... Be careful.
I only want...
This is ridiculous.
You see?
No puedo cambiar las respuestas.
Do you need my assistance?
Not at all. I'm sure that you are used...
Thank you for your...
Venga, Tanuki. Dorothy... Desconocido, vale. Ollie.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Vale.
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Ackroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable. And your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies. Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Como todos. Bueno,
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
pues nada. Ya te veo luego.
Reads me like a book.
Busca tu despacho la segunda. Hola.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
Vale.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
Hombre, qué majo que es.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid.
You are not.
And you have.
I have to go now.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Vale. ¿Y usted, señora? ¿Quién es?
Good
¿Y dónde
evening,
va?
madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick.
Vale.
Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
Uh-huh.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
Ooh.
What can you tell me?
Not much to say.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
No, Beatrice Goswick. Usted no sé quién es. Pero... vamos a ver.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune.
Sí.
Such an honor, sir.
Thank you.
Hombre.
And you are?
Uno majo.
Thoreau Strickland. Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Hombre. Gracias.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great
Dime
admirer
cosas.
of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed.
Quiero información.
I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
No, gracias.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
Ajá, vale. ¿Y qué experimentos
I
haces?
based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
Sí. La versión.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
You seem quite optimistic.
Eso.
It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time.
Oh, qué bien.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Nuevas misiones. Vale, este juego se basa en... O sea, ha dejado de ser un juego de vampiros y se ha convertido en un juego de bueno, tú a qué te dedicas y qué problemas tienes. Vale, esto ya lo había leído. No me parece mal. No me parece mal, la verdad. Oh, cositas en la basura. Tengo que ir arriba. Tengo que ir arriba a mi despacho. Hay un jardín aquí, según esto. Bueno, no importa. Pippa Hawkins. Esta es la que he hablado antes, así que vamos a hablar con ella.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
¿Ah, sí?
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
Bueno, relájate.
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
Do you need medical help yourself, nurse?
I'm fine, really. I just need to sleep.
Vale.
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how
Vaya.
qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
Tienes razón.
You're right. When dealing with such a terrible disease, one must remain humble. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't try our best.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Ajá.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
¿Y por qué los
Why
médicos?
does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
Vale, pues tendré que hablar con Milton.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins. It's locked, all right.
Supongo que esta es la primera planta. Supongo. Sierra usada. Aquí tiene que haber de todo. Historia clínica de Theo Elwood. Thomas Elwood. Varón, 28 años, ido por Dr. Tippett. Estado convaleciente. Fecha de admisión. Fecha de alta por determinar. La cara del paciente presenta quemaduras graves. Ah, vale. Está desfigurada a causa de la bomba de la guerra, aunque... Fuerte, que parece mucho olor, como si las llamas siguiesen ardiendo bajo la piel. Reconocimiento de los tejidos cicatrizados no muestra signos de inflamación e infección. O tumefacciones. Las cicatrices están limpias. Podría tratarse de un caso de daño neurológico irreversible. El paciente se culpa a sí mismo de su desfiguración. Podría tratarse de un caso de culpa de superviviente de dolor fantasma manifiesta como castigo por no morir junto a sus compañeros. Hostia. Vale. Eso ya me da más pistas. Dr. Reed.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Eso está mejor. Digo sobre los icons. Una oportunidad poco común, casi un privilegio poder aproximarse a un vampiro, observar. Científica racional, bla bla, mesmerismo, como decía, pasar los vampiros. Vamos a obedecerlos. Debida por la sangre. Bueno, te explico un poco cómo eres.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
En polvo, chelines. Duerme un poco. Detalles. Aumenta mi capacidad de sangre. Vale. Y... y esto podríamos decir que ¿por qué no? Lo natural sobre el objetivo infringiendo daño al aterrizar. No, confirmemos. Vale. La noche siguiente. Está el distrito sano. Vale. Pues vámonos. Sí, claro, he dicho en la segunda planta, pero... hay otra planta. Más arriba. La cual está cerrada y no hay nada. Aquí tampoco. Vaya. Pues nada. Accede al jardín trasero. Voy. Tengo que hablar con usted, señor.
Good evening, Mr.
Se siente
Evening,
culpable.
Dr. Reed.
Why do you feel responsible for the injury, Thomas? What really happened?
I wasn't disfigured by any German shells. It happened during my leave. It was an accident.
¿Y por qué la mentira?
Come on. It's one thing to come back disfigured by the Germans, and it's another to get injured in an accident that could have happened to anybody.
You know you can't hide forever. One day you'll have to face your loved ones. Until that day, you have no chance of real recovery.
My friends all died in the trenches. It's shameful enough to be alive with these stupid scars. I don't want my children to see me like this.
Tell me what really happened then.
I went with a whore in Rouen. Dead drunk I was. The hotel was a shithole. There was a fire that night.
Did you start the fire? Were you trying to avoid going back to the front? That's not uncommon, you know.
No. It's just that I was asleep when the flames reached the room. The girl was long gone. Bitch never woke me up. Left me to burn.
No.
How is your state?
Oh, it's bliss.
Can I...
It's the...
Soldier.
I'm fine.
You told me before you don't want your children to see you like this. Do you have any other family?
My sister Agatha has raised me nippers since their mother died. Don't want them to look at me like this.
How could children despise their father injured in the war?
What do you think? They saw me. Once. Like poor angels left the room crying. They keep on having nightmares every week, my sister told me.
Your sister's not a child. I'm sure she has nothing but respect for a wounded soldier, and you are her brother.
You don't know my sister Agatha. She may be young, but she's all discipline and morality. If she ever found out what really happened...
She doesn't have to know.
She's a sly one, my sister. One day she'll find out the truth and knock 7 bells out of me. Nah. I'm better off here.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Mil de experiencia. Tengo todas. Además tengo todos los... Tengo todas las pistas. Esa señora no la conozco.
I cannot enter.
¿Todavía sigues aquí? Creo que ya he hablado con todos. Y según esto... Tippets.
Just a dozen.
Good
Señor
evening,
Tippets.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Quiero preguntarle algo.
Do you need any medical assistance yourself, Doctor?
Come on.
Venga. Vemos. Pero antes me llevo esto. Los jardines. ¿Y dónde están los jardines? A ver. Aún me queda gente que conocer. Vale, pero el jardín. Vale, aquí a la izquierda. Por aquí. Sí. Por aquí y a la derecha. Oh. Tornillos. ¿Es aquí? Sí. Convocatoria pública. ¿Cómo prevenir la gripe española? Desde la boca, no escupa, bla, 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 cómo fabricar mascarilla de una... Cúbrase la boca. ¡Ja! Claro, como todo el mundo tiene acceso a eso. Y esto me lleva aquí. Vaya. Muy útil.
Scowl voices in the garden.
Aquí está.
I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Oh, hola. Vamos. Hala, fregar. Busca la cartera perdida en el jardín. La cartera perdida en el jardín. Escala errático. Joder. No. ¡Qué hambre! Coño. ¡No, no! ¡No! ¡Hala! Ya está. Vale. Molt bé. Y solamente necesito una parte de la sangre. Aquí no hay nada. Nada que me pueda servir, no. Tengo que seguir por aquí. Que por aquí hay sangre. Ajá. En reverso hay escrito Milton, Pipa, por siempre juntos.
So, Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item. Those two have hidden their affections well.
Huh. Vale, pues volvamos al hospital, que tiene que estar aquí. Pero es de Milton.
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding? I should investigate.
Good evening.
Ah,
I'm
esto no lo
Dr.
conozco.
Lee. Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Uh-huh.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Vaya.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Vale.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have a respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. a dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
Ajá. ¿Y preguntas personales?
A pawnbroker. I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
Vaya.
What kind of goods? With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Vale.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No. I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
So you're ready to die?
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No, Dr. Reed. I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
Qué majo, me cae bien.
Please show me.
Of course. It's just trinkets and...
Opio, codeína, fórmula enigmática. $70 chelines. ¿Por qué no? A ver. Hostia, cualquier cosa de esta es mejor.
But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you. The doubt.
Me encanta porque la mayoría están sanos. Solo hay uno que está realmente mal. Y el resto son por influenza. En fin, tengo que ir aquí, supongo. Querido Jonathan, le voy a fundar que prepare el despacho para usted en la segunda planta. Por favor, disculpe la austera declaración, pero el hospital Pembroke no es precisamente el Riz. Simple mortal, que lo dejen descansar, se ha desorganizado. Muy pronto, vale. Qué majo. Supongo que esto es... aquí. Analiza. Ajá. Tratamiento para el resfriado, neumonía, bronquitis, agotamiento, anemia, sepsis. Tanteado ferroso, solución de hipoclorito. Vale. ¿Y esto se puede mejorar? ¿O esto? 64. El costo de energía. Este 99, loco. Mamma mía.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Vale, pero esto es del propietario, que tiene que ser. Esta no. ¿Dónde está el tonto este? Aquí.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Hombre, pues sí.
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet, with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
Ajá, 40 chelines.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
Vale.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed.
¿Por qué?
Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
Do you need any medical help, Milton?
I'm fine, Doc.
Goodbye, Milton.
I thought last summer's epidemic.
Que hay una señora que no conozco. Ah, pero no puedo acceder a ella. Eva Hawkins. Usted.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Preguntas personales. Ahí está.
Pepper, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes? Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins. But are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
Bueno.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Algo es algo, ¿no? Pues venga. Vamos a descansar en la cama. Y yo de momento lo voy a dejar aquí también. Porque tengo sueño que te cagas. Así que bueno, si os ha gustado, dadle a like, Oye, es verdad que es automático. Comentad si queréis decirme algo y no olvidéis suscribiros. Pero antes... Velo sombrío. ¿Qué podría subir? Ciencia. Tres sueros. Ejecuta su movimiento sobrenatural. A ver qué podría hacer yo. Nivel 6 requerido. Aquí igual, ¿no? Nivel 6. Coste de recuperación 60. Hombre, estaría bien que esto estuviera en su nivel. Vale. Confirmemos y durmamos. Y bueno, yo de momento, si no hay ninguna cinemática,
until my research is complete. I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Eso. Muy bien. Pues de momento lo voy a dejar aquí. Así que, bueno, ya sabéis qué hacer. Si os ha gustado, darle a like. Podéis seguirme para no perderos otro streaming. Y bueno, aquí lo voy a dejar. Así que buenas noches y hasta pronto.